Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Truth Threads. Before we dive into today's shocking story, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the most gripping revenge stories online. Now, let's get started with today's tale of betrayal, resilience, and a revenge so satisfying you won't believe it's real. This story is about a woman named Emily. From the outside, her family looked perfect. A loving husband, 2 children, and a peaceful home. But behind closed doors, things were very different. Emily had sacrificed her career, her dreams, and even her health just to make sure her husband and kids had everything they needed. She trusted her husband completely, believing he was her true partner in life. But one evening, while folding laundry, Emily discovered something that shattered her world. She found a receipt for an expensive piece of jewelry, a necklace she had never seen before. At first, she thought it might be a surprise gift for her. But when weeks passed and nothing appeared, suspicion began to grow. Emily decided to quietly investigate. She went through her husband's phone when he was in the shower, and what she discovered nearly broke her. Dozens of messages from another woman, romantic, intimate, filled with plans for a future together. The worst part? This woman was none other than Emily's own cousin, Sarah. Emily's hands shook as she scrolled through the conversations. Her cousin, someone she had trusted like a sister, was secretly betraying her with the man she had built her life with. The betrayal cut deeper than she could ever describe. At first, Emily cried for days. She thought about leaving, about confronting them both. But then something changed. Emily decided that instead of walking away silently, she would teach them a lesson they would never forget. She spent weeks planning her revenge in complete secrecy. She played the role of the loving wife perfectly, pretending she knew nothing. But behind the scenes, she was collecting every piece of evidence, screenshots, receipts, and even recordings of phone calls. Emily wanted to make sure when the time came, there would be no escape for either of them. Finally, the opportunity arrived. On her husband's birthday, Emily organized a grand family dinner. She invited relatives, friends, and, of course, her cousin Sarah. The house was filled with laughter, food, and celebration. Her husband looked smug, holding Sarah's gaze across the table as if their dirty little secret would never come to light. But Emily had planned everything. As everyone gathered in the living room to cut the cake, she stood up and said, "Before we celebrate, I have a little surprise for my dear husband." She picked up the remote and turned on the TV. What played next left the entire room in stunned silence. A slideshow of screenshots, texts, and photos of her husband and Sarah, kissing, planning trips, talking about a future together, all projected for every single person in that room to see. Gasps filled the air, and Sarah turned pale. Emily's husband tried to stop her, but it was too late. Emily stood tall, her voice steady. "For years, I sacrificed everything for this family, and this is how I was repaid. Tonight, everyone will see the truth." The betrayal was undeniable. Sarah fled the house in shame, and her husband was left speechless, his reputation in ruins. Emily didn't stop there. She filed for divorce the very next day, using all the evidence she had collected to ensure she got full custody of the children and a fair share of assets. Her husband ended up alone, disgraced, and abandoned by the very cousin he risked everything for. And Emily? She rose stronger than ever. She rebuilt her career, focused on her children, and found happiness without the weight of betrayal on her shoulders. She had been underestimated, but in the end, she showed everyone that the quietest person in the room can deliver the loudest revenge. So, what do you think? Was Emily's revenge justified? Would you have done the same in her place? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who loves a good revenge story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.